Any joy?
Yeah, it's good.
Now. Clear the area. Of the SS Purple League. It all boils down to this. A new champion will be crowned right here in Genting Highlands. Arena of Stars is filled to the brim. My name is Yeon.
And my name is Dayang. The moment that we have all been waiting for is finally here. Let's hear it from fans of Puchong United. I can hear you. Louder. Puchong United.
That was from Puchong United. What about fans of Kepong BC? One more time, Kepong BC. Wow, Dayang, it seems that the fans are more than ready.
The players are ready, the crowd is ready, we're ready. Are you ready?
Puchong United versus Kepong BC. This is the SS Purple League Final Showdown.
Follow that. The final Purple League showdown from the Arena of Stars at the Resort World Genting. We're up in the stars, we're up in the hills, and we are going to see the two best teams for this 4th season of the Purple League, sponsored by Heng and Samsung, and that's the trophy that they are playing for. How they got there? Well, having made it to the top 6, Puchong United were given a bye straight into the semi-finals. Yesterday, they beat Petaling Jaya 10-3. Kepong have done it the hard way. They had to beat Petaling in the quarterfinals. Then they beat Cheah yesterday, and now they've got the final today. Earlier on today, Petaling Jaya picking up the bronze medal with a 9-2 victory over Cheah. This is knockout badminton, and so the last 2 matches weren't played, and we're all set now for the final. Puchong United, just 1 defeat all season against Kepong.
For the first time in Purple League history, make some noise for Kepong BC!
Kepong being introduced to the stadium with their brand new mascot. Following the mascot, we've got Subhankar, a singles exponent from India. Jing from China, Chen and Heng from Chinese Taipei. Malaysian contingent, Lim Chi Wing and Cheah and Huat. It is a strong lineup for Kepong, and they are looking to win a 2nd title in the Purple League, or make it in the 2nd final here they've had in the Purple League, but they come up very much 2nd favourites against Puchong United. Here's a recap of how they got there. And Subhankar has been the star man. Back-to-back wins for Subhankar. Some big scalps. Jing has contributed a 3-0 win yesterday and 2 points in the quarter-final. Excellent performance yesterday against the Japanese Shiroa. Liao and Chou also contributed points yesterday. They came from behind to get a 3-1 victory. over the Tans. And in the mixed doubles, we've not had an awful lot of chance to see Chi. And we have yet to see Lim Chi Wing, but that is how they got there. 11-8 over Petaling in the quarterfinals, 10-4 yesterday in the semi-finals against Cheah.
They're in it to win it. Give it up for Puchong United!
Puchong United, the best team in the league. They topped the regular season standings. They were top at the end of the second stage. Not quite sure about the polar bear leading them on, but Puchong United have a polar bear as a mascot. And they've got players from Chinese Taipei, Chen, Deng from China, Malaysia's very own Chun, Korea's Yeon, Ying and Meng, of course, a high-profile mixed doubles pairing. And from Hong Kong, they have got Wei Nan. It is very much an all-star multinational cast that has been put together by Puchong United ahead of this final. In it to win it, said the hostesses. That's exactly what they have come to do. They were top of the regular season. They were top at the end of the second stage. They expect to go all the way. Here is how they won their semi-final, and they did it in quite straightforward style. Convincing wins. They only needed 4 matches to do it. This is Deng taking a 3-1 win in her match. Big smiles all the way from Puchong. It's been that throughout the season. In the men's doubles, they picked up the 3-1 victory as well. It meant that all they needed in the mixed doubles was a single point, and that was done in double quick time. Despite Kim Sa-rang being on the opposing side, it was an easy victory for Puchong United, Cheah on Jamie Light. So one match here in Genting, a 10-3 victory. Has it been enough for them to be able to take this kind of form into the final?
For Kepong. Make some noise for Deng
Subhankar, the 24-year-old from India, will start things off in the men's singles.
Women's singles, Jing.
An all-Chinese affair in the women's singles, Jing for Kepong.
Liao, Chun and Heng.
They've yet to really impress Liao and Su, but the Chinese Taipei pairing of 15 in the world.
Cheah and Huat.
And all Malaysian mixed doubles could be the making or the breaking of this final.
Lim Chi Wing.
And if required, Lim Chi Wing will have to take on Wei Nan.
Kepong coach Mohammad Zakri Abdul Latif.
Zaki was playing this time last year. And Kelvin Koo is the team manager. We'll be hearing from him in just a moment.
They've got their eyes on the prize for Puchong United in the men's singles. Chou
Tien brought in especially for this final.
In the women's singles, make some noise for Deng.
She has been a regular throughout this season, Deng.
The men's doubles, Chun and
Yeon, who knows what the Purple League is all about. He's played for Huat in the past, now moved over to Puchong.
Ying and
the all-star mixed doubles lineup.
And the representative in the men's singles, Wei Nan.
If required, Wei Nan has been a reliable source of points all season for Puchong. The coaching and the management staff.
The one, the only, Irina Inozemtseva.
A Russian salute from Irina for her fans, and an opportunity to introduce Donald Spears, who'll be alongside me in the commentary box for this final. And it's quite an all-star stellar cast, isn't it, Donald?
It's an absolutely mouth-watering prospect. Every single matchup is a great, going to be a great game, Des.
The mascots have got a problem or two as they go for the handshake.
How cute are they?
I'm not quite sure about a polar bear. Where's the polar bear mascot come in?
Well, polar bears are cute and cuddly on the outside, a bit like the Puchong team, but they're pretty deadly if you get close to them. So I think that's what Puchong will be hoping for today.
A very good interpretation of it. Let's take the matches one by one. We've got 5 big games, but we start with Chen against Subhankar. And if there has been a star of this tournament so far up here in Genting, it has been Subhankar.
He's been brilliant. He's come into this format and he's absolutely relished it. Nobody's seen him before in Purple League. Nobody knows what he can do, but he's absolutely thrived. His quick attacking game has just been perfect for the conditions here, Des.
And then the mixed doubles gold Ying and Meng up against Yi Si and Gosu and Huat. Again, an all-Malaysian clash there that I'm particularly looking forward to.
Every single matchup is a super prospect, Des. Every single game here could be an absolute firecracker. I just hope we get to see them all and it's a close affair.
Indeed, in the previous matches we haven't gone down to the men's singles once so far. Hopefully we will today in this final, because Kepong have put up a strong lineup as well. Here are the 5 ties. There's a men's singles, women's singles, the 2 doubles, and then if needed, Wei Nan versus Lim Chi Wing, which could decide the destination of the Purple League for the 4th time. Let's go down to the courtside where the respective managers are talking to our excellent hostesses, Dayang Zainatul and Junyoung.
Puchong United versus Kepong in the finals of the SS Purple League 2017-2018. The moment that we have all been waiting for is finally here. But before we begin with tonight's championship tie, let's have the perspective of Puchong United first. With your line of players, with all the best superstars that you have, and also you have players that have actually performed in previous finals before. Is this an added advantage for Puchong United Arena?
First of all, I want to say good evening for everyone. All of the supporters, thanks for coming. I really am amazed to see all of you here. Thank you.
What a crowd it is today, isn't it? So anyway, going back to the question at hand, how confident are you to earn today's title? Since I've heard from a little birdie who told me that Kepong did mention that they are this season's, for the finals, the underdog.
Well, this is our 4th season. But I always believe that the great moments are coming from the great opportunity. And tonight, in final, my team earned this spot to present to you our game.
Thank you very much, Irina. Very powerful message indeed.
Absolutely, that was Puchong United's perspective. As for Kepong, they crafted one of the most extraordinary ascent into the final stage in Purple League history. Now, Calvin, we all know the world loves an underdog story. So, knowing all your fans are rallying behind you today, that's surely a great boost in this championship tie.
To be honest, I think not many expected Kepong BC to be here tonight. All right, we are the underdogs again. Right, that actually gives us no pressure at all for my players. I think the pressure will be on Puchong United.
Okay. Ooh, let's talk tactics now.
That's a very British.
What are some of the matches that you think will provide a very close call here in this tie?
I think the first single is the most crucial. It gives us a confident level. I'm very sure that Subhankar will be able to perform at his level best.
Absolutely. Subhankar unbeaten in Genting Highlands so far. Both team managers ahead of this championship tie. Let's get a handshake. Game on.
Let's get this party started.
Absolutely. Game on. The fans are here. It is a very good turnout and it's a raucous crowd as well. And no doubt the first game that they've got, the men's singles, will persuade them that it's worth coming up to the Genting Highlands for this annual extravaganza. Because Subhankar has been a superstar. He has won 2 games out of 2 against higher ranked opponents. And he will be first up against the highest ranked opponent that he's played so far, Chou, Tien, Chen. The players about to be introduced. Firstly, the match officials being introduced. And the officials have been largely unseen, which is the highest compliment you can pay the officials. There are no appeals allowed in the Purple League. But any moments of doubt are being quickly dealt with by the match officials and the line judges. And now the players.
Someone who's unbeaten so far in Genting Highlands,
Subhankar, the 24-year-old from Kolkata, makes his entrance to a noisy atmosphere. 2 wins out of 2 so far here, but this will be the biggest test that he's up against the world number 7.
Winner of 2 Grand Prix Gold Open titles in 2017. He's here to give a good start for Puchong United,
Chen, 28 years of age, a career record of 234 wins, 139 losses. He took bronze in the Asian Games men's team in the Summer Universidad in Guangzhou in 2015. He took bronze in the men's singles. Currently world rank number 7 and at 10 career titles. He is a high-profile man to come in for his first match of the season. Coin toss, then we'll hear from Donald Spears.
Red and yellow. Shuban. Red, yellow. Yellow, you want to toss? Caught. This service or receive? Service.
Donald Spears, who's been with us throughout the season on the Purple League, in fact throughout all 4 seasons. This is a mouth-watering start to get us going.
Well, it's just an interesting tie-up. You've got Subhankar. He's one of a number of Indian players that are now up and coming on the world circuit. You know, the Indian badminton scene is rapidly growing in terms of popularity and rapidly growing in terms of the strength of all of the players in all of the disciplines. They've got the India Badminton League going on as well, so we're going to see a lot more from the Indian players. Tien Chen has been a favourite with Puchong since season 1. He's a really popular player, very loyal player, and I tell you what, he's a hell of a nice guy as well, but not on court. He's considered now to be one of the masters of the game. He's been a top 10 player for a long time. You didn't mention Des, he's also a French Open Super Series winner. So that puts him in the ranks of, let's say, the upper echelons of the sport. He's beaten Chong Wei in his time. He's a very difficult opponent for Deng to come in and take on. So this could be the unstoppable force meeting the immovable object.
Indeed. So Chen, the difficulty for him, despite his ranking, despite his experience, this is his first game this season here in Genting, and the conditions are different. It is flatter, it is quicker. You do have to adjust to the court and the drift. Is that a disadvantage for him?
Yeah, I definitely think so, because it's the same for Wei Nan later on. Puchong, Wei Nan is coming in his first game here in Genting. You need to get used to the height and the altitude and the way the shuttle flies. So for sure, that could be a factor in this match.
He's taken 2 big scalps, Lee Hyun-il and Tommy Sugiyato yesterday. But surely, if he was to take a 3rd scalp, well, he'll be locked in as a player next year. The shuttle has just hit our
camera. Oops, expensive. But the interesting thing about Deng is that what I feel is he's really thrived in this Kepong setup, because he's got Lim Chi Wing beside him and he's got a whole host of local Malaysian people helping him through this format. So from his perspective, he's got a lot of friends in his team that are showing him how to play the game here and helping him predict what's going to happen in Genting.
Rajasar is the man in the chair for the first of these matches, and Amrul Nizam Sulaiman is the service judge. They do rotate around over the 5 ties, and as I say, we've hardly seen or heard from the judges, and that's a good thing. Donald Spears alongside me in the commentary box. Thank you for your excellent contribution throughout the season, throughout the 4 seasons, Donald. I do hope we are helping your enjoyment and understanding of the sport, and particularly the 11-point format and the changes that are being introduced into the Purple League. The 30-minute time allocated for each match, 11-point format, and also the deciding point situation.
Subhankar.
Immediately, umpire Rajashar is imposing his authority on Subhankar. Let's just tidy up that area. Tidy mind is a tidy player. So we've got 2 teams in black, which doesn't really help.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Kepong nearest the camera.
Puchong United BC, represented by Chen. And on my left, Kepong BC, represented by Subhankar. Kepong BC to serve. Love all. Play.
Looking forward to this. Easily goes long. Subhankar, first blood.
1 love.
It's the first point for Puchong, and a big team cheer from the Puchong players.
Chen has just pushed it a little bit long, normally coming towards the camera.
Well, it's so interesting. We said that the inexperience in the venue might be a factor in this match, Des, and so it's proved. 2 clears gone long by Chen.
Big smash, no problem.
Service over 2-all.
Clever poke from Chou, just deceived Deng Subhankar.
Gone wide, and Tien is adapting pretty quickly.
Yes, and what Deng is going to find against Chen is that coming up against a player that's got a lot of deep reserves of strategy and different approaches to the game. He's really can play almost any type of style, can Chen. And this is something that Deng Subhankar hasn't had yet. Place.
Service over 3-all.
But he's keeping parity in the early stages. 3-all. First change of shuttle. Three have come long. Interesting.
4-3.
Yeah, Chen really struggling with his lens now. Interestingly, earlier on in today's 3rd and 4th placing, the shuttle was tending to go against the wind in that location, but somehow the conditions have changed and everything that Chen is putting is going along.
Oh, an error from Chen, but he does cover the court so well, Chen. It's almost like a wall is facing Deng Subhankar.
Yeah, a quick change of pace. Nearly paid off for him, but Subhankar off the hook. And ahead as well, 5-3.
That's better. That's got the length.
Service over 4-5.
Very effective shot, that little punch into the corner. Either forehand or backhand. Cross court, splendid, in.
This is the quick attacking play that Deng has already gained a reputation for in this format. Great cross-court smash from Deng Subhankar.
Yeah, this short game format does seem to suit certain kinds of players. Subhankar, one of them, that's dropped out though. He's also great television because he wears his heart on his face. Six all.
That's brave skills from Chou.
6-all.
Kept his nerve at the net.
And that's 4 that have drifted along at this end out of the 7 points. Deng Subhankar has won.
That was a very weak clearing shot from Chen. Plopped it straight in the path of Deng Subhankar. Easy point for the player from Kepong.
Well played, Subhankar. 9-6.
Subhankar looks so comfortable. Quickly on to latch onto that loose net shot by Chen. have to say I'm a little bit surprised that we haven't seen more attacking from Chen. He knows the format well enough to know that 11 points can come up very quickly.
That's an attack. That's a big point.
I must have been listening. Chong still under pressure here, 8-9. Change of shuttle.
8-9.
Big smash. Gosh, he's a powerful player.
And Subhankar shaking the head because this forehand is very weak indeed. Easy put away for Chou.
9-all. Business end now of this first game. Lovely next shot. Oh, Subhankar, like a cobra.
As he knows that Chou is scared to lift it to the back, having put so many long in the past, so he's just waiting for that net. You see how quickly he comes in and attacks the shuttle. He's just straight away, boom.
On the move, sorry. On the move he was. Game point. Deciding point for game one. Just the start we're after in this final. Just the start we're after. What a shot. Into the net from Tien. And there Subhankar has picked up another game.
That's a big game for Deng. And a big game for Kepong. That will help their self-belief to no end. I have to say, Chen has looked really nervous in that first game, and it was his mistake, following a good cross-court smash from Subhankar that gifted the first game to Kepong BC.
It's a super get. And then into the net from Chen.
Well, I'm breathless after that first game. I think we saw exactly the strengths of Subhankar. He's able to move forward very quickly and backward very quickly. That's a big strength of his. His movement back and forward is very quick. Chen, on the other hand, was struggling with the conditions, couldn't find his length at the back of the court, which meant he was often exposed at the net area because Subhankar knew that a lot of net shots would be coming his way, and we saw some fine exchanges and just a mistake there. First game going to Kepong. There's all mistakes from Chen. All those red dots at the back of the court, that's where he's pushing long, and then the net errors as well, giving 5 points directly to Kepong.
Second game underway very quickly, and Subhankar continues where he left off, on the offensive. Oops. Changed his mind seemingly, and Chou takes the gift.
2 love.
Again, Deng's been punished for weak half-court shots. And you see the nerves are settled now, and Chou is finding that backcourt area with a bit more accuracy than they did in game one.
3 love.
That's good. Chou looks up to the judge and to the umpire and says, "You're right there, you can see that's out."
Well, I think it was right on the line.
Yeah, that's a good call. There's the response. Don't get me angry. Don't get me angry.
Yet again, half-court shots from Subhankar being punished.
Service over for 1.
back into the net. It's a different Chen this set.
Yeah, this time Chen daring Subhankar to lift. And then killing quickly at the net when he elects not to do that.
Service over 2-5.
A little bit of anger there from Subhankar, who's won international tournaments in Portugal and Iceland and Bahrain and Kenya. So he's no mean achiever in his own right, just not to the very, very top level.
Please turn your flashes off. No flash photography in the arena. No flash photography. Thank you.
Beautiful cross court, just inside the line.
And this is what has excited all the Kepong fans so much. The game of day, Subhankar so attacking, takes on a risky cross-court smash and pulls it off beautifully. Send Chen sprawling.
For the corner, that pesky net got in the way.
Chou picks up the shuttle, eager to continue.
Back live. And another error. Chen leads 7-3. First game won by Subhankar, 11-10. Another into the net from Subhankar.
That's a costly mistake because that was a great chance for a put away.
8-3.
Network of Chen paying dividends, setting up his winning chance. A very high return from Subhankar. Again, seriously punished by the player from Taiwan.
Had a think. Boom! It's fatal to give him even a momentary bit of space.
Yes, Chen seems to be much more settled on this side of the court, that's for sure.
Game point. 11-3. That's why you're a top 10 player.
Won by Puchong United BC, 11-3. One game all.
Inscrutable.
Well, the second game will have certainly settled the Puchong United fans. Still okay? Sorry? Yeah, almost flawless performance by Chen. He was effective in defence, as you saw there, and then got a couple of good counter-attacks. It was really his network, though. Chen setting up the shuttle and winners beautifully. Again, you see that first net shot and then the follow-up.
20 seconds.
Killed beautifully, and then Subhankar in return, making a few more mistakes in that net area. You see all those red dots are the mistakes of Subhankar in the net. That really tells the story of game 2.
5 errors from Subhankar, 8 overall. But Chen, 11 winners to 7. He really took the game to Subhankar in that second game.
Love all. Play.
He's lost his range, Subhankar. That's 3 smashes into the net now.
1 love.
Yes, and that must be worrying for him because when his power game stops working, that's a really serious setback for the player from Kepong.
Puchong at the far end of the court, Kepong at the near end. Subhankar, the black back, the blue front. It's the all black of Puchong.
It's going to be interesting to see how Chen handles the conditions on this side of the court. Remember, in game one, he was very nervy. Wasn't quite sure where to put the shuttle. You see him seating at the net a lot more now.
Oh. He's a beast in the air.
Very ominous for Subhankar. He tried to get one past Chen, but it was cut out. Thoroughly slapped down.
2-1.
Just drifted along. We saw that in the first game, his range from that end to this. But to be fair, he was under a lot of pressure for that shot. Good return. You can do it once, you can't do it twice.
Yeah, this is the powerhouse that's Tien starting to flex his muscles. Some big leaps to get into position there. Giving Subhankar a taste of his own medicine.
Lovely drop shot from Chen, a 5-2 lead.
2.
That's wayward.
Well, Subhankar running out of ideas here. He's seen a couple of his best shots bounce off the armour of Tien. Chen firmly in control at the moment.
Now tried the little trick shot, it went out, but shows he's thinking of the game.
7-2.
But 11-3 the last game, 7-2 this game. That's better, keep it short, keep it tight.
3-7.
Puchong in the ascendancy. Boom! Long. Good defense from Subhankar. I've called it.
I'm just hanging on here.
4-7. Went down the line with some ferocity.
5-7.
Tien just getting again punished for a short lift. Certainly that will bring the belief back to Subhankar. He looked like he was out of the third game for a while.
Little slip from Chou. And it seemed to upset him. Oh, it's gone out.
It's gone long, yeah.
It's gone long.
Service over.
Chou played for it and good call, good call. That's in.
Service over. 6.
Definite tactic though from Subhankar though.
Yeah, certainly a lot of players are taught to really attack the opponent's serve. That's what Subhankar was doing there, but couldn't hold his own serve.
Service over. 9-6.
Quick reactions from Tien keeps him in a commanding position in this third game.
Good defense. And snaps into the attack. Game point.
Game point.
You see this nervy net exchange. Subhankar again was in two minds. He knows how deadly Chen can be when he tries to intercept at the back of the court, so he went back to the net. Game point, Puchong.
Just for 2-1. One saved.
Service over.
Let's not forget, he was trailing 2-1 against Tommy Sugiarto yesterday. So Subhankar will try and get himself out of this deep hole. Flick serve. But the game goes to Chen. 2-1 Puchong.
Won by Puchong United BC, 11-7. Puchong United BC leads 2 games to 1.
Well, quite a commanding performance from Chen. As I said, he's got a lot of reserves of different types of shots that he can bring to the match. He can attack, he can play safe, can use the net or play it long. And of course, he's deadly when he gets the chance to attack from the back of the court. So look at some of the action in that third game. It's the super slow motion, ultra slow motion we have here at the Resorts World Genting.
20 seconds.
Great close-up shots of all the players. This is the shot chart. Subhankar running out of ideas, it has to be said, in game 3, putting a lot of shots long and a few errors at the net. The net exchanges in particular have been quite interesting to watch. Tien's skill and quality often showing through there.
Right, fourth game. Subhankar has come from 2-1 down against Sugiarto yesterday, but he's not quite in the same league as Chen.
Play. Service over. 1 love.
He couldn't, could he, Donald? He couldn't, could he?
Well, he's got his sleeves rolled up, that's for sure. What's on his mind? This time, Subhankar winning that little net exchange.
What a push. Subhankar lets it drop out. 3 love.
3.
It's interesting to see how far forward both players are stepping. Really trying to patrol that net area, daring the opponent to lift behind them. More net exchanges again going the way of Subhankar.
My, indeed. Love this spirit. But Chen is world class. There, I told you, he's world class.
And it's so dangerous to put the shot high because he's such a tall player. He can either intercept. If you don't get your lengths right, he'll just punish you.
It's good. Oh, what kidology from Subhankar.
5-1.
He's got some tricks to pull. Totally bemused Chen there.
Wide. We ought to mic this fella up.
2-5.
Would have to bleep out a lot, I suspect, but we get a lot of entertainment. Shot. Oh yes, oh yes.
Yeah, it's a really interesting contrast between the highly mobile, flexible kind of style of Subhankar and then the organised and disciplined and powerful style of Chen. Taking a great chance there. Keeping Puchong in it at 3-5 now.
Thank you.
Court being wiped down. Allows the players just to take a deep intake of breath. The clock on your left is still counting, 8 minutes and 40 seconds remaining at this time. Could come into play if we go into a fifth. Sharp from Chou.
Yeah, he saw the cross court coming.
3 in a row for Chen and Puchong.
4-5. 5.
Excellent retrieval. Made to work so hard, and Chou buries the chance. 4 in a row.
5.
And I just sense in that long exchange, Subhankar has used up a lot of energy. You see he's desperate to change his shuttle, have any kind of a break, get a quick rest. He's breathing heavily. So that's crucial for Chen winning the point but saving energy.
That's a beautiful ISO shot there of Chen. 5-all. From 1-5 to 5-all.
Again, Tien latching on to some half-court play by Subhankar. To say Subhankar, although it's only 6'5", he's looking increasingly disconsolate out there. Well, again, Chen misjudging the call at the back of the court. I think he's puzzled because most of his shots were landing out, but Subhankar getting a different angle, helping the shuttle to stay in. And again, it's blocked in.
7-6.
Now is it Subhankar has the magic dust on his racket, which allows his shuttles to fall in where Tien doesn't. Interesting comparison. Now Subhankar ahead. He cements his position now. Not 3 points ago I was saying he was looking increasingly down and out, but that's how quickly things can change in Samsung Heng Purple League.
Gasps as they Subhankar edges 9-6 ahead.
6.
Again, very sharp to attack was Chou.
Service over.
Chou must be wondering what he did to let a good advantage slip. Still 7-9 down here.
Thank you. Subhan. Not good going. 7, 9.
Even if he can't pull this off, Subhankar is doing his reputation no end of good. Good defense. Times 3. Wide. Game point. Subhankar Day.
Well, that's really interesting. Chen didn't need to try that. Such a risky shot at a crucial moment in the game, and he blazes it wide. Quietly, Subhankar brings up 4 game points for Kepong.
Unbelievable, huh? Unbelievable. Quality. Top quality from Chou. Keeps the game alive. Keeps the clock ticking.
He saves 1 game point. Subhankar still has a great position here, though. Certainly interesting to see how mobile he is in the defensive aspects.
Play.
Still game point, 8-10. My word, Subhankar has dug out another 2 points at least, and he's taken us to a deciding game 5.
Yes, and Chen normally so solid that the net fails at the last. Subhankar breathing heavily, but 2 games is already a great result for him. The 4th game 11-8. So you see the action here. We saw some cute net exchanges. Subhankar raced away to a 5-0 lead at one point. Chen came back to 6-5, and then things started to go wrong for him. 2 mistakes for Chen.
20 seconds.
Net game letting him down.
20 seconds.
And Subhankar just held on to get the 11-8 win in game 4. It's the shot chart. Some good winner, some good attacking play from Subhankar. But a lot of those green dots you see at the back of the court for Kepong, they were errors of judgment by Chen. I think, as we said, he is really puzzled by the conditions here, and he hasn't had as long to get used to the stadium. Remember, this is Chen's first game compared to Subhankar, who's already played 2.
It's a unique environment. It's a party atmosphere, and it's a really good game of badminton. Deciding game 5, 3 minutes remaining. Chow. Boom! Good save initially. And put away by Chen. Whoever is leading when the clock stops will pick up this particular game.
1 love.
Love, you can't afford to go too far behind when the clock is counting in a race to 11. It's good.
3 love.
Such power from Chen. Looking good for Puchong United now.
Now 4 points is a lot to get ahead for Kepong's point of view. You see Subhankar has to run after the shuttle because he now knows he's running out of time. 1 minute 20 on the 25 on the clock.
Emotions running high. Slaps it in, 6-1.
6-1.
As we reach the final minute, we will change ends, and it's not looking good at this stage for Kepong, Donald Spears.
Well, indeed, but there is still time. Remember, the clock will stop every time the shuttle goes out of play in the final minute of the match. So, in theory, about 5 or 6 or even 7 points could easily be played in this 1 minute. But Subhankar knows he can't afford to have long rallies. He needs to get quick points on the board, and that will put pressure on his game.
Well, the great defense, startling offense. 7-1.
Yeah, and I saw Subhankar just holding his, this looks like his tricep, as if he's got some sort of an injury that he's carrying. You see he popped that smash down rather than go for the full smash. So he's clearly in some trouble, but he's carrying on.
You're right, he's holding his right tricep as he's just about to serve, out of picture. Not now.
3-7.
As Arena looks on, that's the Puchong United team manager.
Well, it's been an incredible battle by Subhankar, but the odds are against him here at 3-7. He's carrying an injury. He's got to get 4 points quickly on the board.
And he's missed that one at the net.
Over. 8-3.
Big chance. Demolished for 9-3. Leading from the front. Match point set up for Puchong United. Chen.
10. Match point. 3.
Quickly to his mark. It's out. Puchong get the win.
Well, a rather tame ending to an absolutely thrilling match. This man can be said to be something of a hero. Subhankar for Kepong got 2 points on the board against the top 10 Super Series winner Chen, who came through in the end strong enough to take a 3-2 victory for Puchong United BC.
2-2.
But the world number 7 had to dig very, very deep. He's won it 10-11, 11-3, 11-7, 8-11, 11-3. He's picked up the 3 points, but crucially, Kepong have picked up 2. Subhankar will always give you something.
Subhankar's unbeaten run is none other than Chen, giving Puchong United a dream start. 我们来聊一下第一局的时候呢，发生了什么事？
发生什么事？对手打得很好，对，然后我们两个都很尽力，然后奋战到最后一刻吧，对。
OK， 去年呢，骑士的成绩都一样嘛，3-2，所以你觉得今年你对手给你的挑战跟去年相比一下，分别是什么？
他们都是2次决赛都印度选手嘛，那他们在这个场地打很有优势，所以我也是尽我的全力去准备这样。
Chen giving full credit to his opponent Subhankar here in this men's single. He featured as well for Puchong United last year. Incidentally, the score was also 3-2. Puchong United off to a good start. World number 7, Tien.
Thank you to Jun for telling us the thoughts of the man who's just given Puchong a 3-2 start. Donald Spears alongside me. Let's analyse the highlights. And Subhankar gave it his best, but he's up against a genuine world-class talent here.
Well, absolutely, and but as Chen says, he's paying full respect to Subhankar for making a fantastic play of it. He's such an entertaining player, Subhankar. I know Chen has won it, but we can just take a moment to enjoy both players. Subhankar really good on the movement, very flexible, quick to the shuttle, can dig it out of deep areas. Tien, on the other hand, very organised, efficient, and deadly when he gets his chances. Overall, Chen had to dig deep, bring out all his reserves of skill and power to overcome the lively Indian who was playing for Kepong. Really a thrilling, entertaining match. We just saw some of those net exchanges, plenty of net exchanges. And in the end, we just feel maybe Subhankar had to give ground because of an injured shoulder. So, fascinating battle. Chen cements his reputation as one of Puchong's leading players and gets a 3-2 victory. Here we just have a look at some of the VR action. Chen, tall player, 180 centimeters. He can reach up and pick out the shuttle. Anything half court will just be demolished and put to ground. Again, you see here, anything half court, Chen, such a tall player, this time going for the drop attack. And then again, Subhankar tries to clear to the back corner, but he's not going to make it. Chen, boom, slaps it down. You see what that point means to him.
A world-class start to this final of the Purple League 2018. The number 7 world-ranked Chen pushed all the way by Subhankar, who's just inside the world top 70. 30 winners to 90.